To be perfectly honest, I'm sick of their ass. Yes, I'm coming in with the shit reflection. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them because they messing with my lives tonight. All y'all trying to do that abracadabra. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button. Quit playing with me. They thought because I ain't had no but a third tank of gas and they kept playing the music over my videos. Reflection like we want finna dump back on them, baby. They must didn't know we from Mars. Reflection, we from Mars, baby. The east side. We are from the east side of Mars. Y'all got me fucked up. They got me what Teresa? They got me look, they got me messed up. Reflection. I'm finna work on my grammar. I'm gonna work on my public presentation a little bit. Okay, reflection. I'm finna work on it. Just I'm gonna clean it up just a little bit. How much strength? Just a little bit. Hey, just a little pinch though. Don't put too much on it. Don't try to put too much shadow work on me, cause y'all ain't even been doing no shadow work this summer. I seen y'all been looking up. Y'all been watching y'all ass. Yes, I have. That was me. When you looked at in the car and shit, and you looked at the time and shit, you said that. Listen, that's just a coincidence. No, that's me. Reflection. What you over there doing, reflection? What your ass over there doing? I'm supposed to be doing shadow work and look at you. Study taking your back, baby. But it's all right, baby. It happened to the best of us. It happened. You just make sure you bring your ass on over here. It's August now. It's August reflection. You know, September coming. Don't try to jump in there. See, I know what y'all be doing. Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all. Y'all try to jump y'all ass over there in September. In September, like I don't be saying the numbers and shit. Y'all try to jump y'all ass over there at the night school in September heavily. Cause you know October coming. No, y'all trying to listen. Y'all think y'all got the cheat code. Y'all ain't got the cheat code. Reflection, y'all better stop this. They said, but Tarika, we do though. But we do though. Okay, keep thinking it. Keep on doing it, reflection. Keep on doing it. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a little fun in the sun. I ain't mad at you. But I know one thing though. I know one thing. Y'all better not jump over there in September. Y'all better you better come over here like I did this spaceship when they was trying to detour us, baby. Talking about some take a detour. Talking about some I wasn't listening and shit. So they tried to turn my music up in my spaceship all throughout my video, all throughout my video. Reflection. Who they playing with? Who are y'all playing with? Okay, then wait till the nighttime fall. I'm coming back. I'm coming. Listen, I come up out the dome right now, but I'm gonna be back later. As soon as the sun set, I'm coming back. Reflection, and I'm back. Hit the like and subscribe button because I did this for you. I did this for you, baby. Yes, because we are starers. We are starers. Okay, so with that being said, reflection, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. If you already haven't joined over there on Rumble, definitely go over there because I'm dropping major content. A lot of stuff that I can't drop over here on YouTube, and that's okay. It's what they say, it's a place and a time for everything, baby. So I'm gonna find a place, and I'm damn sure gonna make the time. Do you hear me, reflection? Yes, because I love going down a good rabbit hole. Okay, but speaking of rabbit holes, reflection, we finna go down a do you believe it magic hole reflection. This one was toxic. Danger, caution, bag, don't touch it. Don't touch it. That's a master. That's a master magician. You sure you ready to go down that threshold? You sure you ready to jump down that rabbit hole, B? Because I heard once you go down, it ain't no coming back. I heard once you hip hop, skip scotch, once you do all this shit reflection, once you ring around the roses and your pockets are full of poses, reflection. Shit, I heard fucking with the master, they listen. It be hard. It be hard to get your energy back. They be sucking on you like a succubus, baby. They be listen, listen. A succubus ain't got nothing on them. I heard that. I heard. I'm just telling you shit. I heard. This is stuff I heard. Now, okay, y'all know I'm from the east side of Mars. I have penetrated the dome. I penetrated the dome. Reflection. You gotta check my information. Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with Torabia, and you are over here with my Star Wars. You over here with my stars, baby. We'll take it to the flow on you. How low can we go? We'll take it to the flow. We'll take it to the flow, reflection, but we don't condone violence. We don't do that. Cause young money, baby. They don't care. They ain't studying that shit. Reflection, listen. I'm just saying. Though. I'm just saying. Listen, we are over here. I told y'all I play a lot. If you know to the crew, you probably like, what's going on? What did I accidentally run across? You didn't accidentally run across me. Reflection? Put some respect. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm finna jump out the spaceship. I'm finna know though. Let me out the spaceship. Let me out the spaceship. So I'm saying though, so that's what we doing, reflection. You gonna disrespect me like that? You gonna disrespect me and say you accidentally came across my channel? Reflection. I am not a coincidence, baby. I am a star world. We stars. Reflection. Shit. Why you think I keep calling you reflection? Cause we are greatness, baby. If ain't nobody never told you, Tarabia is here to let you know, baby. You greatness. You greatness. Okay, okay, okay. Now speaking of greatness, reflection, we finna go over here because even greatness can fall. Even greatness can fall. Every star falls sometime. Reflection. Every star will fall. All right. You got your time when you rise, and you got your time when you fall. We want to talk about a time a starhead got caught up a little bit. Reflection. He was married. Yes. If you are new to the crew, then you probably don't know. You may have ran across him on TikTok and shit. Shout out to him. Go check out his channel, Reflection. Maybe you can learn a lot over there. I'm sure you can. I ain't no. I'm sure you can learn some shit. Okay. Now he was married. I gotta give you a backstory. He was married and shit. I gotta say it 3 times. They said, "Damn, how many times you gonna say it?" I want you to know. I want you to know. He was married. Reflection, and he had ran across the one, but he didn't know she was the one. He didn't know. I think he thought she was a two or a three, probably, but she was the one. She was a master. She was a master with that. Do you believe in magic? Reflection. She was a master of shit. She didn't need a herb, a bird, or none of that shit. Reflection. She didn't need a red string. She didn't need a light. She didn't even need to light a candle. She didn't even need to light a candle. That's how. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, Caroline and Brittany didn't have shit on her. Hit the like and subscribe. But I'm trying to tell you about what be going on over here in the Magic Kingdom. I'm trying to tell you, they be up to shit. They be doing stuff. Reflection. Listen, I'm just a messenger. I'm just telling them a little shit. I don't tell too much, but listen, I'm just letting you know. He was married. What I say? He was married. Reflection, and he ran across the one. Now I think he wanted to double back. He said, "Listen, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I don't need to do this. Maybe I shouldn't have let you jumped on this magic stick, baby. Maybe I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have created that abracadabra. Maybe I shouldn't have did that." So I think he wanted to go back home. Jason's got a woman at home. Yes, Jason had a woman at home, baby. His name gonna be Jason. This video, listen. Jason had a woman at home. Reflection the whole time. He said, "Listen, I can't be out here like Papa everywhere I lay my head. It's my home. I can't do that because I think, listen, you got a hold on me, baby. I keep dreaming about you and shit every time I lay beside her. I keep seeing you. But why you keep popping up in my head though? Why you keep popping up in my head though?" That's what he was saying and shit. Reflection, he didn't know she was the one. He didn't know. She thought he thought she was a tool. You need to listen. Reflection. He got caught up on his words and shit. He got the stuttering and shit. Reflection every time he got around the reflection every time he was finna release. She was riding him to paradise. Reflection. He wasn't even driving. He was just riding. She was driving that boat. Reflection. She was driving the magic stick. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Hit the like and subscribe button. Listen, we're not here to judge him though. We're not gonna judge him because every star got a time to fall. Every star falls sometime. It gets listen. Every star got a time to fall and a time to rise. Reflection. We can't judge him. Okay, we don't do that. Cause young money, baby. We don't care. We don't care. But we here to learn some shit. We not judge you about that shit. Over there in the Magic Kingdom, they be doing polygamy, polybag relationships, all that shit. You didn't know about that, did you? Didn't know about that. Okay, reflection. I'm just saying they be doing it. I don't do it, but they be doing it. Reflection. Okay, listen. I ain't gonna get caught up in no poly bag. You ain't finna put me in no poly bag, baby. I'm Scorpio. I end the whole poly bag, baby. I've been to put the whole poly bag in the cry me a river. Oh, yes, baby, cry the whole little kingdom of river. Everybody just crying a river. Yes, reflection. That's why I don't do poly bags. I don't do that thing. But hey, listen, young money, baby. I don't care. Do what you gotta do, reflection. So he probably didn't know about a poly bag relationship. He didn't know. But keep in mind, we're not here to judge him. We're not here to judge him. We here to learn, reflection. We here to learn. Okay, so let's listen to his story. If you're not new to the crew, then you already know how he get down. You already know his story times be lit. You already know reflection. You finna hear a good story time. It's gonna be some times you probably even want to be like, "You said what? So you mean to tell me so you didn't know though?" So she had the whole listen. She had crystals and shit all up on her ankles and shit, in her hair and shit. You didn't know. You didn't know she was the one. Okay then. All right.
This is part 13 to my witchcraft experience. So for y'all who don't know, L was my spiritual advisor. Mid 30s, dark skinned woman from Texas that knew her shit. Every time we spoke, she got my ass because she knew that I was stronger than this girl. I just wasn't applying myself the way I should have. So I get on the phone with Elle, and Elle reveals to me, and I remember this. She said that this woman was, in fact, an entity. She didn't even refer to her as a person. She said that this woman is an entity that fed off of low vibrations, which is why my hate kept this thing going for so long. She was feeding off of it. She would put separation spells on me and my wife and then feed off the chaos. She also told me that this entity was an entity similar to that of Candyman. The more I thought about her, the more I said her name, the more I feared her, the more power I gave her. This whole consultation was over the phone. If I had the text messages, I would upload them. And if Elle still did business for the public, I would get her on a phone call and have her in this video. But she no longer does business for the public. She said she did it for 7 years and she was tired. I don't blame her. So she told me to stop saying this woman's name. Told me to tell my wife, stop saying her name. Told me to stop being afraid of her. And told me to stop thinking about her. She then proceeded to say that this woman was a high-ranking enchantress. Yes, she was a high-ranking dark entity. A high-ranking demon, yeah. So after that, she did the cord cutting. Told me she'd let me know if there was any complications. I had a dream later on, homie, that this woman saw what was going on, saw the people praying for me, and saw Elle doing this cord cutting, and she realized that she was outnumbered and outmatched. So she backed away for the moment. But what I also saw was this woman committing suicide, doing a destiny swap spell, and jumping into another body to try to come at me again from a different vessel. I ain't gonna lie to you, homie, I was scared. But I realized that she fed off of fear, and that I had to get out of this low vibrational state if I wanted to defeat this woman. Having that cord cutting done meant nothing if I was still gonna be in this low vibrational state. So a couple days later and the cord cutting was done. The feelings were different. It felt like somebody was on the outside of my spirit knocking on the door trying to get in. She was no longer inside. So imagine being in your living room and somebody knocking on your door all day. It's gonna aggravate you, but you don't have to let them in. That's essentially what it felt like. It almost felt like I felt her circling my spirit, just looking for a way in. I felt that 25/8, just something circling me from the outside trying to find a way in. It obviously made things complicated, but it was simple. Just don't sink into that low vibrational state and you'll be fine. So fast forward, my wife, she moves back in. We trying this thing. I done laid with somebody else, she done laid with somebody else. We trying to get through this thing. Wife moved back in, made me throw away the mattress me and that girl was laying on, made me throw away the sheets, any gift she gave me, and she made me throw away the couches too. And I had a Tempur-Pedic mattress. Boy, I love that mattress. Oh my goodness. But I had to throw it away. But here's the thing, homie. That woman could no longer get to me, true. So instead of pursuing me, she pursued my union, my marriage. She put separation spells on my marriage often. And yes, me and my wife fought. Because I forgave my wife. But my wife ain't forgive me so quickly. So she was in fact still in that low vibrational state. It took us some time to get out of there. And you can bet that woman preyed on her every chance she got. My wife saw me screwing that woman every night. And she stayed angry. Me and her fought almost every day. I remember I was sitting on the couch in a robe. This robe behind me, my wife bought me that robe. It has my name on the back. This woman approached me while I'm sitting on the couch playing the game in my robe. She told me to take it off. I said, what? She said, take off the damn robe. You was fucking that bitch in that robe. I say, no, I wasn't. That's not true. This girl grabbed me, tried to snatch my body out of the damn robe. We tore that house up, boy. Until I finally just told her, this woman is preying off of your insecurities. I need you to find it within yourself to please forgive me as I have forgiven you. Because this low vibrational mess that we done created, it's gonna be the death of us if we keep on. So fast forward, man, we working through things. It's not easy whatsoever. And yes, I told my wife everything. She sat me down and she went through a laundry list of questions. Did you eat out? How many times did y'all fuck a day? Did you spend money on her? Did she spend money on you? Did y'all make sex tapes? The whole nine. And the more I answered, the angrier she got. Kind of reminded me of what my mama said. She said the problem is she asks you for the truth and you tell her the truth. But I also told my wife when I met her, I will never lie to you. If you ask me, I'll always tell you. And that's what it was. And that was the damn problem. So we ended up both doing cord cuts. She did one from that dude, and I did one from that girl. It was difficult to work on our marriage. Meanwhile, be parents. Meanwhile, I'm in the military, and we 4 or 5 hours away from our parents. But we worked on it day by day, and we finally got into a rhythm of things, man. We began to joke about the mess that had happened. She joked about me laying with that girl. I joked about her laying with that guy, and we got over it. The moment we got over it, I started to have sexual dreams about this woman. She was pulling on my energy again, trying to manifest me. So I would be laying in the bed with my wife, laying beside my wife, dreaming about having sex with this damn woman. That obviously ain't cool. So I had to do another cord cutting. Pray and release all things that did not serve me, that kept me angry or kept me in a low vibrational state. So boom, everything is cool. Dealt with an attack here and there, but it wasn't nothing I couldn't handle. Now keep in mind I was in the military at this time, and my contract was ending. And I am a man that plans ahead of time. So the year prior to this, I had planned to get out of the military, buy some land, buy a house, and move to a specific location. I'm already talking to realtors. I'm already visiting houses. I already got money saved up. And I had a 787 for a credit score. That was the most important thing to me at that time. If you're grown, then you know. With an excellent credit score, you can get whatever the hell you want. Cash ain't king, credit is. I co-signed for my wife's vehicle. And during this mess between me and my wife, I was completely unaware that she was not paying for her car note that was tied to my name. So I got an email one day saying that my credit score had dropped over 130 points. And there was multiple late payments on my credit file, all due to my wife. I went from having an exceptional credit score to having a poor credit score. When you buying a house, from what I was told, you can't have late payments within a year. And I just now had multiple. Words cannot express how livid I got. I no longer could get the house. I no longer could get pre-approved for the amount that I wanted. Couldn't get the land. I had to use the money that I had saved up for the house to put towards the debt that she had created for this damn car. In that moment, every reason why I hated that woman revisited me. A year's worth of planning went to shit because of that woman. The money I had saved up, gone. The plans I had, gone. I inadvertently let hate back in. I tried my damnedest to work it through in my spirit. But every time I read that email, every time I checked my credit score, every time I realized the reality of my current situation, I got livid. I told my wife, I fucking hate you. I stayed up all night and I cried, and I jumped right back into my madness. Told my wife to get her shit and go back to her mama's house. I ain't want to see her. After she left, the vision started back. The cravings began, and I had let hatred back in. Tried my best to let it go and forgive my wife. I was absolutely fucking livid. And that woman knew. I began to feel that woman again. Began to crave that woman again. Began to see her in my dreams. And that anger replayed in my head time after time again. But in the midst of my madness, I look outside one day and Lovejoy Lacey's car is out there, sitting in front of my house. Part 14 on the way. It's just to show y'all the message that I sent her. When was this? June 15th. I think I uploaded the first video shortly after that. But yeah, this is what I sent her. And you can see that she said she no longer offers services to the public. Told me I could upload it. This is part 14 to my witchcraft experience. So in the midst of my madness, coming to terms with what my wife just did regarding my credit score, I see this girl's car sitting outside my apartment. Now I'm wrestling with my thoughts trying to figure out why this woman in front of my house. Didn't see anybody get out, they just sitting there. Sat there for a couple hours, and then eventually they left. Don't know what she was doing, but it got my attention. So about 2 weeks go by. These 2 weeks felt like absolute torment. During those 2 weeks I did not talk to her, but all I saw in my head was her. Us having sex, her visiting me in my dreams, smelled all over my house, and my prayers were being blocked again. Felt like I was back at square one. That's truly because I hadn't let so much damn hate in. When I tell you I was 38 hot, absolutely livid about my credit score, about what my wife had did to my credit score. I don't even think words can explain it, man. With all that hate that I was exhibiting, this woman had enough to have a field day with my spirit. And that she did. I would have wet dreams about this woman damn near every night. Meanwhile, I'm fighting her. I'm fasting. I'm still trying to pray even though they being blocked. Making sure to keep my house clean. And I'm trying my best to stay sane. Every so often, that dude that I met at the cologne shop, the one that wanted to put in some work for me, he'll reach out to me, asking me the same question. You good, bro? You got any work for me? It's almost like the devil was trying to get me to crack under pressure and tell this man yes. I was very, very tempted to tell him, hell yeah, go handle your business, Lime. But I knew the consequences of that. Each day, the visions got worse. The feelings got worse. It got to the point to where I was literally finna go check into a mental institution. I sat on the couch with my file loaded, and I thought about killing myself. It got to the point to where it was just too much. Me and my wife had been through so much. I wanted to X this woman out, but that's exactly what the devil wanted from me. I was catching hell at work. I had felony charges pending against me at this time as well. My money was all fucked up. I honest to God believed that this woman was causing my life to be in complete chaos as a consequence for not giving her what she wanted. So yeah, I contemplated suicide. Thought about it, then I got right back to being homicidal. I'm back riding around the city again, in my car, and I'm looking for Lil Mama. But it's funny because this is how Lovejoy spells work. I would start off angry, livid, and then it'll get replaced by a vision of us having sex. A vision of something sweet that she did for me. Something sweet that she said to me. And in the midst of me riding around the city looking for this girl, I forgot why I was out. Literally lost track of what I was going to do. And she texts me, hey, I'm on your side of town, I'm finna come by and see you. My mind at that point was flooded with so many memories of us having sex, of all the sweet things she did for me and all of that. I text that girl back and I said, okay, I'll be home. So as I'm driving back home, I see an angel number on somebody's license plate in front of me at a red light. For y'all who don't know, angel numbers are simply numbers that the angels use to communicate with you. For example, 333, 444, 222, things like that. But for me, different numbers resonate with me. The angel number I saw was 7911, 7911. And what was so unique about that number was that it was the last 4 digits of my wife's phone number at the time. Now I'm headed back to the crib to see this girl, and I ain't seen her in a little minute. And the last 4 numbers of my wife's phone number pop up as an angel number. So I'm at a red light. I pull out my phone and I look it up. I remember specifically what it stood for. 7911 was a warning. A warning that what I was about to do was a mistake and I was going to regret it. I remember in that moment my heart beating really, really fast and me trying to snap out of it. But every logical thought I had was replaced with desire for that woman. Literally had that feeling of somebody being inside of my head, splitting my mind in two and controlling my thoughts. It was a small part of me still pulling and tugging. But with all that hate in me, I wasn't gonna be able to fight off no demon. So I head home and this girl pulls up. She has one of her kids with her. The little girl runs in and she hugs me. She says, I miss you, Daddy. It's been a long time. I knew I was gonna see you again. My stomach dropped in my ass. I had another little girl calling me Daddy. My daughter is the only little girl that calls me Daddy. And I love that girl to death. Lovejoy Lacey comes in and she puts on cartoons for the little girl. Little girl gets off of me, she starts watching the cartoons. Lovejoy Lacey then grabbed me by my hand and started walking me towards my bedroom. As I'm going back to that bedroom, my heart is beating out of my chest. Feels like something inside of me is screaming. My whole body heat up and I start feeling dizzy. start feeling like I gotta vomit. When I crossed the threshold of my bedroom, it felt like my spirit exited my body and something else jumped into my body, and my whole body went numb. The only thing that I remember being active, honestly, is my eyes. It's almost like my body was numb, my mind was dormant, and all I could do was see what was going on. It literally felt like something else was controlling my body. And this was the first time I had felt this. Whatever this woman was doing was getting stronger and stronger. She had sex with me. This sex was different from any sex we had had. The way I was just laying there, homie, it had to feel like she was fucking a dead body. And I'm looking at her with these wide eyes, looking like I'm fucking terrified and scared to death. Because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, what's inside of me, why does it feel like my spirit is sitting outside of my door and something else is inside of me. And I could tell she knew something was up. Her energy was off, but she ain't give a fuck. She looking at me, she fucking me, and she just constantly saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. While she having sex with me, I remember how I felt. I'm not gonna lie to you, homie, it feel like I was being raped. It's like I wanted it to stop and I wanted to fight it, but I couldn't. My whole body was numb. It almost felt like I was being held down by something. I remember feeling dirty, real dirty while it was going on. So she finishes. She lays on my chest and everything is silent. She laying on my chest, drawing sigils on my chest. Now keep in mind, my wife's name is tattooed on my chest. I didn't know it back then, but now I do know. She was drawing sigils over my wife's name on my chest. She came over there, manipulated me, fucked me, and then put another spell on my wife, or me and my wife's union. She got up and she left. When she left home, I remember just laying in the bed feeling awful. Just kept asking myself, boy, what did you just do? That ain't feel right. You let something in on me. And I think that something is still here. I just had this overwhelming feeling of, you just made a big mistake, homie. So I got up and I went to lock the door after she left. The moment I left my bedroom, I felt whatever that was inside me leave. It left and my spirit jumped back in my body. It was almost as if when we went in my bedroom, my spirit wasn't allowed to be in that bedroom with me and that girl. Only me, only my vessel, that entity that was in me, and her. The moment my spirit jumped back in my body, I immediately started to cry. It was almost like I could not hold it back, homie. My whole body was sore, my mouth was dry, I had to vomit, and I felt real weak. Something had definitely been in my body. Those are all symptoms of possession, or something that ain't supposed to be in your body, inhabiting your body. So of course I was scared. So I'm praying, I'm fasting, I'm doing research trying to figure out what's going on. I reached out to Elle and I spoke to her about some stuff. And she also informed me that yet again, she told me that this woman in particular, Lovejoy Lacey, had searched lifetimes specifically for me. So her obsession was deeper than anything I could ever imagine. It was about something inhabiting my body. She just told me to continue doing cord cutting spells. So with the anger towards my wife, the confusion towards Lovejoy Lacey, I ended up cursing Lovejoy Lacey out. I told her to take these spells off of me and that I was done with her. She cried, cursed me out, told me I was always leaving her and that she hated how I was always leaving her. Told her I didn't give a fuck. A couple days go by.
I'm up here, baby. I am up here. Okay, then. Okay, I was just trying to see what they trying to play with the live tonight. Listen, I'm over here. Okay, reflection. I'm finna take it to the floor on them. They fuck with this live right here now. Okay, we don't condone violence, but we will. What reflections? We will take it to the floor. That's how low we can go. But listen, we trying to be in crown chakra because he need that energy reflection. He needs some crown chakra energy. Did you hear how he double backed over there with her? He said the reflection. He got in the room. His eyes was all bucking shit. She was on him like a succubus reflection. He said she was on him like a succubus. He had double back reflection. He was married, but he double back because she had that. Do you believe in magic? He had allegedly We don't know, but he said that she put his ass on a jaw. Reflection. She put a jaw spell on him. That's what he said. Reflection. Hit the like and subscribe button. We just over here trying to learn some shit. We just trying to get informed. Reflection. We just here trying to stay protected up, baby. We just listen. He fucked around and ran into the one, and he didn't know. He thought she was a two. Now, with that being said, think about this. Reflection. Think about how he said after he left her, he felt dirty. He felt all dirty. He didn't feel dirty the other times, but this one time right here, he felt real dirty. What do you think about that? Do you think that was them spirits? And what do you think about he said he felt like he was a passenger side rider? He wasn't even driving the car. Reflection. He wasn't even driving the car. Reflection. He was passenger ride, and he said that he felt like it was another spirit within him. He felt like he was just a vessel. He was just a car, baby. He wasn't even driving shit. Reflection. He wasn't even driving. He was just a car. What do you think about that? Okay, now this is the very real thing. All this shit is for real. This ain't for play play. Now I know I'm on here laughing and ha ha a little bit, but this is for real. Okay, hit the like and subscribe button. We over here trying to get informed about this master he had ran into. Okay, because he over there laying beside his wife the whole time. She over there projecting thoughts in his head and his wife. And speaking of his wife, let's go back to how he said that he had his wife name tattooed on him, right? He had his wife name tattooed on his chest. Reflection. The whole time he thinks she over there admiring his chest and his good workout plans and shit the whole time, baby. She over there writing spells on you, baby. She is over the reflection. She was fucking with the one. Now I ain't gonna listen. I don't like to toot nobody horn, but baby, let me lay on your one, babe. I'm just saying, reflection. He had fucked around and ran into the one.
This is part 14 to my witchcraft experience. So, in the midst of my madness, coming to terms with what my wife just did regarding my credit score, I see this girl's car sitting outside of my apartment. Now, I'm wrestling with my thoughts trying to figure out why this woman in front of my house. Didn't see anybody get out. They just sitting there. Sat there for a couple hours, and then eventually they left. Don't know what she was doing, but it got my attention. So about 2 weeks go by. These 2 weeks felt like absolute torment. During those 2 weeks, I did not talk to her, but all I saw in my head was her. Us having sex, her visiting me in my dreams, smelled all over my house, and my prayers were being blocked again. Felt like I was back at square one. That's truly because I hadn't let so much damn hate in. When I tell you I was 38 hot, absolutely livid about my credit score, about what my wife had did to my credit score. I don't even think words can explain it, man. With all that hate that I was exhibiting, this woman had enough to have a field day with my spirit. And that she did. I would have wet dreams about this woman damn near every night. Meanwhile, I'm fighting her. I'm fasting. I'm still trying to pray even though they being blocked. Making sure to keep my house clean. And I'm trying my best to stay sane. Every so often, that dude that I met at the cologne shop, the one that wanted to put in some work for me, he'll reach out to me, asking me the same question. You good, bro? You got any work for me? It's almost like the devil was trying to get me to crack under pressure and tell this man yes. So this is part 15 to my witchcraft experience. So me and my wife had this vision that this woman was pregnant. So I decided to reach out to this woman pertaining to this vision. I text her and I just ask her, hey, how are you? Keep in mind, I had them cussed out and told her I was done with it after that incident. Didn't like the way it went down, didn't like how I felt, none of that. So we fell out on a rather bitter note. So she texts me back and tells me she's fine. I ask her, is there anything you want to tell me? She says no. I asked her.
Let me see. I'm up here. Okay, reflection. I'm finna play it. I'm finna play it. But listen, we gotta analyze this because we did call this. He done went over there, jumped on the, let her jump on the magic stick again. Now he gonna cuss her ass out. Reflection. Listen, I can't deal with him. I can't. I can't deal with him. Reflection, he too much for TV, baby. He too much for television. Reflection, he done cussed her ass the fuck out, baby. He done cussed out. Reflection. He have cussed her ass out and told her, listen, I'm done with your ass. Now I know we met up. I know we threw that ass in a circle, but you made me feel dirty. he said, he said, reflection, she made him feel dirty. Listen, he said he had to go take 3 baths and do him a little spiritual baths and shit. What do you think about this reflection? He tickling me. He do this every time though. He do this every time, but this is a very real thing. But it's how he's saying. He said, "I'm gonna cuss your ass out." He rolled over, got himself together, relaxed himself, took a shower and shit. He said, "I'm gonna cuss. Hold on, let me get her ass back on the
So
phone."
this is part 15 to my witchcraft experience. So me and my wife had this vision that this woman was pregnant. So I decided to reach out to this woman pertaining to this vision. I text her and I just ask her, "Hey, how are you?" Keep in mind, I had them cussed out and told her I was done with it after that incident. Didn't like the way it went down, didn't like how I felt, none of that. So we fell out on a rather bitter note. So she texts me back and tells me she's fine. I ask her, "Is there anything you want to tell me?" She says no. I asked her, "Is there anything new that I should know?" She says no. I'm trying to see if she gonna tell me the truth without me just asking for it, because I know she pregnant. So I tell her, "Okay, cool. I had a vision that you was pregnant. Is there anything you want to tell me pertaining to that?" This woman texts me back and says, "I'm 6 weeks pregnant." I say, "Lil' mama, you didn't think to tell me that? You didn't think that that was important information to tell me?" She says, "You had cussed me out and cut me off, remember?" I said, "Yeah, I do." And I said, "Nonetheless, you should have let me know that you was pregnant. I don't care that we on bad terms. You have my child growing inside of your stomach, do you not?" She said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, the mature thing to do, the responsible thing, the adult thing to do was to let me know that you was pregnant." She says, "You don't have to worry about it. I got it. You hate me, and I didn't want to bother you because you hated me." And I said, "Girl, I understand I told you that, but it's bigger than me and you now. Irregardless of any of that, now I know." I told her to call me. She tells me she's busy on the way to the abortion clinic. I said, "Girl,
Reflection. He with the shit. He with the shit. I don't care if you watching this video. You with the shit. Big Scorpio finna tell you with the shit. You a little gaslight. I see you over there. I see you over there. Look at him gaslighting the shit out her ass. Reflection. Did you hear him over there trying to spit that Poe Pimpin'? He over here. Yes, you is. I heard you. I heard. I know Poe Pimpin' when I hear Poe Pimpin', baby. He said, "Listen, this shit bigger than me and you. Listen, you got my seed growing in you now. You got my seed. Listen, reflection. He married. He married. He said, they ain't got nothing to do with it, though. It's bigger than that ring. It's bigger than all this reflection. What's going on? What's going on? Because you know what? Jason's got a wife. Head. Oh, shit. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'm with the shit tonight. I'm with all the shit. You know, I'm just playing, though. You know, I'm just playing, but I'm serious."
so this is part 15 to my witchcraft experience. So me and my wife had this vision that this woman was pregnant. So I decided to reach out to this woman pertaining to this vision. I text her and I just ask her, "Hey, how are you?" Keep in mind, I had them cussed out and told her I was done with it after that incident. Didn't like the way it went down, didn't like how I felt, none of that. So we fell out on a rather bitter note. So she texts me back and tells me she's fine. I ask her, "Is there anything you want to tell me?" She says no. I asked her, "Is there anything new that I should know?" She says no. I'm trying to see if she gonna tell me the truth without me just asking for it, because I know she pregnant. So I tell her, "Okay, cool. I had a vision that you was pregnant. Is there anything you want to tell me pertaining to that?" This woman texts me back and says, "I'm 6 weeks pregnant." I say, "Lil' mama, you didn't think to tell me that? You didn't think that that was important information to tell me?" She says, "You had cussed me out and cut me off, remember?" I said, "Yeah, I do." And I said, "Nonetheless, you should have let me know that you was pregnant. I don't care that we on bad terms. You have my child growing inside of your stomach, do you not?" She said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, the mature thing to do, the responsible thing, the adult thing to do was to let me know that you was pregnant." She says, "You don't have to worry about it. I got it. You hate me, and I didn't want to bother you because you hated me." And I said, "Girl, I understand I told you that, but it's bigger than me and you now. Irregardless of any of that, now I know." I told her to call me. She tells me she's busy on the way to the abortion clinic. I said, "Girl, how the hell you gonna get pregnant, not let me know something, then be on the way to the abortion clinic and not even consult with me before you do it?" She just keeps going on and on about, "You told me you hated me. You told me you didn't want me. So enjoy your life. Don't worry about me. I'ma take care of it. I'll pay the money and everything." And all I really want to do is have a conversation with the girl. I at least want to be on the phone with her while she doing it if she don't want me to show up with her. I personally think it's selfish to get a woman pregnant and then abandon her. Even in my situation, I didn't want to do it like that. So she don't text me back. A couple hours later, she texts me and she says it's done. The baby's gone. Then she proceeds to tell me that she did not tell me ahead of time because she knew that if she told me, I would have convinced her to keep it. The doctors also told her that it's going to be an ectopic pregnancy and that the pregnancy would have killed her. Not gonna lie, I was pissed, but I couldn't do anything about it. She asked me not to bring it up anymore because she felt terrible about it. Truth is, I don't believe in abortion. Was I happy about the way it went down? Hell no. But in the back of my head, I knew that the way it went down was best. I hated myself for a long time after that. And she would text me and tell me that that baby was stalking her, that that child was haunting her, that she would see that child in her dreams every night, that it would come and visit her and torment her. Me on the other end, I felt absolutely horrible about what happened and the way it went down. I asked God to forgive me. I asked my wife to forgive me. I asked that child to forgive me, and then I had to have myself forgive me. After all of that, I made a promise to myself that I would never put another one of my children in a predicament like that one again. So back then I wasn't aware, but now that I'm thinking back on it and I'm looking back on it, whatever jumped in me before I went in my bedroom, I think she was aware of what was going on. I think whatever inhabited my body was intended to get her pregnant. I do believe that that child was supposed to be the new vessel for whatever thing she was doing work with. I think that whatever that thing was, it wanted a physical form. And I think that it possessed my body. It made sure she got pregnant to ensure that it would have a physical form to be born into. I think that that child that introduced itself to us all the months back was that thing masquerading as a child, and it was a sign to her that it was on the way and that it wanted to be born. So I do in fact think that this girl was pregnant with the damn demon. And I think that she knew that. And I think somewhere along the line she changed her mind and she knew exactly what this thing was, and she didn't want to give birth to it because the doctors told her that if she gave birth, it would have been an ectopic pregnancy, meaning that most likely in order for this thing to be birthed, she would have had to die. So a part of the karma for working with whatever entity this was, I do think the ultimate consequence was death. This thing wanted to be born, and in order for something to live, something must die. The universe is all about balance, and I don't think that she was willing to make that sacrifice. I don't know what the hell that woman was trying to accomplish exactly. I don't know what that thing was, and I don't know the details of the contract that she signed with this thing. But I do know something jumped in me that day, and I know she left that damn house pregnant. And I do know that that thing growing inside of her was not a regular baby. It took me a long time to forgive myself for that, to forgive myself for allowing that situation to happen. Witchcraft or no witchcraft, I felt like I should have been stronger. I felt like I shouldn't have allowed hate to have such a control over me that it led me right to the doorstep of the damn devil. Hate is so abundant in the world. So many reasons to hate people, to hate things. So many reasons to hate this life. But there's also so many reasons to love things, to love this life, and to love people. So fast forward, I asked this woman to meet up with me. I wanted to see some paperwork, something, at least meet the damn doctor that did the abortion so I know that she was actually pregnant, so I know that everything is finalized. Because what I don't want to happen is I move away from North Carolina and you know, she pop up years later with a damn toddler talking about, you know, here's your son. I wanted to confirm some things. Ironically, God told me no. He gave me a vision of the baby being dead. And he gave my wife a vision of a dead baby falling from the sky and landing in front of her feet. He told me, leave it alone. Leave her alone. The situation is over. And then he told me, you are free from this woman. God told me, if you go back, I will kill you. And before I kill you, nothing that you do will prosper. You will live, and nothing you do, invest in, or touch will prosper. So going back to this woman would curse me. My wife would leave me, and I would be left to be cursed. And with my death and my decision, a generational curse would be placed upon my bloodline. God told me all of this. It was that deep. So when I heard all that, I said, okay, and I ain't go back. I ain't gonna lie, I had a whole lot of questions and I was left on a cliffhanger. I wanted to know what that child was, who the entity this girl was working with was. What was it exactly that they was planning? What was gonna happen to me? Why she chose me? But God.
Some shit is just better unknown. So what your wife tell you? What Caroline tell you? She told you leave that shit alone and you don't want to know. You don't want to know, baby. You probably don't want to know. Remember in the last video when I told you, Reflection, if you work with certain spirits to get a baby, then that baby gonna belong to the spirit. It's gonna belong to the spirit. Reflection. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hit the like and subscribe button. I can't make this shit up. This is a very real thing. This is a very real thing. We talking about that. Do you believe in magic? Some people you need to know that. Remember, this is the educational video. If you can't learn some of my videos, I ain't gonna even come up here with it, Reflection. I'm not gonna even come up here with it. Now I thought this was good information. This was good information. Hit the like and subscribe button. We over here breaking it down.
So this is part 16 to my witchcraft experience. So I moved out of North Carolina. I changed my number. I blocked Lil Mama on every social media platform I could think of. It felt good to leave that woman alone. Felt good to be out of that mess. Got my DD-214 and I went to go visit my mama. So I stayed with my mama a few weeks until my apartment got ready. Me and my wife working on things, spending time with my family, playing with my kids. Life is good. So fast forward, I get my apartment. God lets me know that this woman is still trying to manifest me. But the only way she can have access to me is if I give her access. So I'll still feel her, I'll still have the thoughts, I'll still have some of the cravings. But ultimately, she cannot have the access she had unless I give her consent, unless I give in to it. So the best way to describe it is, imagine sitting in your living room and somebody just keep knocking at your door. You trying to watch TV, but somebody just keep knocking at your door. You ain't got to get up and open the door and cuss them out. You ain't got to get up and open the door at all. You know what I'm saying? You can tell them, get away from my door. But ultimately, it's up to you whether you open the door or not. It's aggravating, but you don't have to open the door. That's essentially what it felt like whenever this woman was trying to manifest me. So she couldn't get to me. I guess her spirit team told her that I was with my wife. So she started putting separation spells on us. We would fight, go at it, until God told me, do not give this woman any ammunition. So I would fast and I would pray with my wife. We would get over it. So then she reverted back to putting spells on me, trying to manifest me, make me crave her. But here's the thing though, man. It got to a point to where the cravings that used to be for her, they started to be for my wife. So that obsessive, crazy sex that we used to have, I started craving that for my wife. And I put it on her ass. And she loved every damn bit of it. She brought it up to her spiritual advisor, and she confirmed that the spell was in fact working against the girl. Because I was meant to be with my wife, that's naturally who I was craving. I'm gonna tell you this right here, homie. Sex when you under witchcraft or you under a love spell, that shit is demonic. That goddamn dick don't get soft. That bitch just keep going and going and going. Anywho, we got through that. Every time she tried to manifest me or put separation spells on my union, we would fast and we pray. If you thinking she got tired, hell no. Eventually she couldn't get in no more. Then I had a vision that this woman got killed. I had a vision that her best friend set her up and she got killed. I didn't reveal it in the beginning, but I'll reveal it now. So what Lovejoy Lacey did for a living, she had her own pharmaceutical business, if you catch my drift. She was very good at it and she was very plugged in. So in the vision, she got caught up. They kicked in the door because her best friend gave 12 a drop. Out of envy, out of jealousy. Typical street shit. Do I know what happened to her? No. God told me to leave it alone, so I did. So some months go by, things are cool. So early on, I told y'all about a dream I had about this woman destiny swapping. So peep this. I had a dream that a light-skinned woman moved directly across from me. This light-skinned woman made music, and she was essentially made in my image, and that the devil had sent her on a mission to destroy what me and my wife had. And it was also revealed to me that it was the same spirit that was in that woman. So fast forward, I get back home from grocery shopping, pull up in the parking lot, Get out, walking towards my apartment. Tell me why in the hell a light-skinned woman comes running down the stairs from the exact same apartment that I saw in the dream. Looks the exact same way that I saw in the dream. She comes running down the damn stairs talking about can she borrow some tissue. It was almost if this woman had been waiting for me to arrive. The parking lot ain't nowhere near where her windows are. She can't see the parking lot from where her apartment is. So for her to know I was in that parking lot at that time just to run out and ask for some tissue, she had to been either spiritually advised or it had to be quote unquote a coincidence, which I don't believe in. So I told her, yeah, hold on, I get you some tissue. I go in the house, I get her a roll of tissue. The moment I gave her this tissue and my hand and her hand connected, I heard God tell me, this is her. Watch out. I looked this woman in her eyes and it's almost like the spirit said, hey, I ain't forgot about you. Boy, when I tell you I almost shit it, I got so damn nervous, boy. Went to shaking and stuttering. This woman began to introduce herself. Hey, I'm such and such. I'm new here. I stay up there. Where are you from? If you ever want to hang out, I'm here. I'm looking at her, nervous as a fuck. All I said was, okay. I done led this woman to my damn apartment. She know where I stay. She know what truck I drive. But then I heard God tell me again, if you give in to fear, she'll have access to you. If you gonna trust me, trust me. So I had to let all that go and trust in God. Now here's the funny thing about this woman, dog. For one, I was pissed off that she was still pursuing me. Same spirit, different body, just like I saw in the dreams. So I'm fucked up off of that. And yes, I had to tell my wife. She was pissed the hell off. Every time I pulled in the driveway, she was leaving the driveway. Every time I was leaving the house, she was going in the house. Every time I'm going in the house, she coming out of the house. A lot of times when I stepped outside, I saw her. And I heard God tell me, as long as y'all remain opposites, you'll be fine. If it ever gets to a point to where she's coming and you coming, where she's arriving and you arriving, it means you're doing something wrong. It means she's getting closer to you. And there were days when it was like that, and I had to get right. It means I wasn't as grounded as I thought I was. But for the most part,
Hit the like and subscribe button. Reflection. They over here fucking with my technology. Yesterday, y'all they messing with my spaceship. That's all right though. As soon as I leave from over here, I'm on them, baby. I'm on them. Reflection, because I got a half tank of water in my spaceship, so I ain't even really worried about it. I ain't even got to head straight back tomorrow. That's why they playing. I really listen. I really don't even got to head straight back tomorrow. I can get into some shit. I can get in, listen, okay. I can get in my Gemini energy. I can get in my twin energy. Is that what they want? Reflection? I think it is. I think just a little pinch of it. Just okay. I'm be good. I'm be good. I'm be good. I'm be good. Okay. Hit the like and subscribe button. He said he had overcame that little witch reflection. He said, listen, did you hear about the baby and shit? Did y'all hear about the baby reflection? He talking about he want paperwork and shit. Listen, I think he wanted to go back a little bit. It kept sounding like he may want to double back. It seemed like he was still under spiritual war, baby. It seemed like it. What do you think about that, though? Different faiths, but the energy is still the same. Remember, I told you energy don't die. What it do, reflection energy don't die. It just keep going. It just keep going. So you gotta know when you up against certain type of energy. You gotta know when you up against certain type of energy. That's why I keep telling you, you better learn these zodiacs and shit. I'll be quick to ask what's your zodiac. Oh, you that energy, just in a different vessel. Okay, then let me see what kind of game plan I need to get out then. You need to know reflection. You need to know on the road up and pulled up just a little bit. Just a little pinch. My listen, it could be a little slur. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But reflection, he had me tickled. That man said he almost listen, he almost used the bathroom on his stuff. His feces almost was in his little shorts, baby. They was reflection. He said he got scared. Touched the girl arm, trying to give her a little tissue and shit. His gracious ass, baby. Fucking with me, she would have listened. Better go get you some newspaper or something. I don't know what to tell you, baby, because I'm in spiritual war right now. Listen, I said, right there. You low vibration. No, I'm not. We in spiritual war. So when you in spiritual war, you gotta know. You gotta know that different face, but it could be the same case. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? The game is you listen. The players change, but the game is still the same. Now, listen, I'm trying to tell you. I think I'm talking a little shit. I'm in my spaceship. I'm in my spaceship reflection. Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with Tariq. I told you I was coming back, didn't it? They thought they was finna mess up our video. They thought they was finna mess up a good time. They thought they was gonna mess up a good time, but quit playing. Stop playing with me, cause you see the drop top, baby. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, cause I'm a starer and I'm over here with my stars. Until next time, I shay.